What's up, my epic gamer dudes?
I feel like every intro is going to start with you saying that and then me being disgusted by the fact that that's become our...
I mean, you didn't object to it the first time.
It's true.
I think because you thought I was joking, but it just caught on.
I thought you were like, haha, I'm going to do this once. And then you didn't stop. And I was like, oh, right, okay, well, that's how it is. I see.
I apologise.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. No, please, go ahead and start.
Alright. In the last episode, what did we do? We talked about some more random shit in our lives.
I mean, that's how this whole gig works. Yeah. Oh, fuck, wait.
What are you doing?
How do I add something?
What are you doing?
Wait, entertain the viewers.
No, stop typing in.
What's his name? Do you actually remember his name?
No.
Fuck.
It was something weird.
Oh, you're stuck on the key.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Can we just play the game like this?
What? What's happening?
I'm not pushing anything on the keyboard and the guy's just moving. Oh, you might want to press cancel there.
No. This is what I'm... you know what? You do this. Open it up.
This is a good start.
This is a good start.
Shell face.
Do you have any keys? Shake. Oh, fuck, what happened there?
I don't know.
Oh, you pressed the button which does that sometimes, yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, yes, it's the start.
Oh, what the fuck is happening? I'm so confused.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You're right there now, game?
We might
Jesus
have to...
Christ. No, this is a great opening. This is perfect. This is
I was going to say, we're going to have to put a disclaimer at the start of the episode.
There's not going to be people who are
Seizure alert.
This. If you are, get better eyes.
Can't say that.
I'm allowed to say that. Do I have anything which I can return with in my, I suffer from mild depression, heavy anxiety.
Your heart thing.
Oh yeah, my heart thing. I've forgotten about that. I can't believe I forgot about that. Oh, it's lowercase as well.
I'll do it. My God. Excellent start to the episode.
Yeah, no, I recently went to the doctor to get a checkup on that, and he was like, yeah, you're showing early signs of going to be like having heart disease later in life.
Excellent.
And he was like, yeah, your heart wear is awful, and so if you exercise more, you're going to die quicker. I was like, right,
what?
Nice. Because it's like a thing where if you,
it's insane.
The more you use your heart, like the quicker you'll die.
The more you use your heart.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like a physical use of it. Like it's pretty much like there's a limitation upon the amount of times my heart can beat. Is pretty much what he's saying. It's really cool.
Wow.
So he says the more you exercise, obviously, the more your heart beats.
Of course.
So the closer you are to getting to die. So like if he says like most people who have this, they never exercise, which means they die quicker as well because obviously they're getting fatter, so they're less able to deal with.
So what I'm hearing is that you're fucked.
People are pretty much stuck in the catch-22. So I'm exercising because I want to die in a better way.
I'm here for a good one, not a long one.
Exactly, that's what I like. That's what I like to say.
Oh dear. Well, we finally got the running shoes at least, so we can run to our grave.
Damn, it takes a while to get the running shoes. In this game.
It does. Well, it's not as bad as it is in
Potion.
Oh, thank you. Good pronunciation. Big Borp put the
pot
potion, the pot ion in the bag.
Weed pot. Pass the
ha.
drugs, bro.
Ha.
I'm gonna get totally high, dude.
Oh my God, please stop. Oh, recent development. I got a Tinder account.
No, you didn't, did you?
I did.
You got any fit babes on there?
So hit me up, all you ladies.
Oh no, he's self-promoting on a YouTube channel on the second episode of their Pokemon might play.
Well, you were flexing on the first episode. So...
I'm flexing by saying I do exercise.
No, I'm actually talking to someone in here. So
and now I literally said I'm going to die because I exercise.
So yeah.
I'm in a good place.
The tone of this episode is completely fucked.
I'm in a good place. I don't know what to tell you.
It's true.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit fucked on that side. I've become fully lactose intolerant recently. My body's been showing signs of that for the last half a year. My body's really fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Like I was just like every so often, every time I drank milk or ate cheese, like my body was really gaseous. And I had awful, horrendous diarrhea.
Okay, I don't
want
need to hear
more
anymore.
details.
No, thank you. I think I'm very good with this.
No, everyone wants to hear. No, it's fine. Yeah, so I've had to like start replacing. I don't really eat cheese at all anymore, which is really sad. I like cheese.
Oh, sometimes.
And I have to use like soy milk as a replacement. Soy milk is disgusting.
Yeah, I've tasted it once.
It's so bad.
Never again.
So I just like. It's a shame because like my favorite food is cereal.
Yeah.
But I'm used to eating it dry, so I just I go for it dry now.
So you're fine on that front then.
Yeah, exactly.
You have an excuse to eat more cereal, I suppose.
yeah, exactly. You got any cereal?
I think I do. I don't know what I've got.
We'll do that in episode 3.
Yeah, if we get through this episode, I'll get you some cereal.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I've had a really wild month actually. I can't believe I have a lot of content to talk about. So
Go ahead.
I broke up with my girlfriend after being with her. I guess. I mean that's how relationships work.
For the best.
I smashed. High five. Am I right? That's a very crude way of saying.
Our maturity
you know, actually,
just
I'll move
astounding.
on. I'm a very mature person. Don't talk.
Wow! I might have to thoroughly disagree with that one.
I'm a hugely mature person.
Oh god.
What are you talking about? Name one. Don't do that.
I'm just gonna go with
way
myself.
I'm immature. Do we know what nature this Pokemon is?
No.
Yikes.
Like, if I mention that, you just say, "Oh, who cares?" It's
Yeah, who does care though? But I do want
you
to
brought
know.
it up though.
I do want to know though.
Okay, let's
It's
have a
just you're generally curious about a Pokemon.
You're bi-curious about the Pokemon. It's mild. I don't know what
I
that
don't
means.
know. I'll search it up.
Have a Google. Have a goggle.
Oh boy, yeah, strong content. Yeah, no, I broke up with my girlfriend. She went to California.
Yeah.
Because I'm a musician, I wrote her a violin solo piece, which is very nice.
No.
Somewhere in my room, she gave me a copy of it. What am I searching? Mild nature.
Yes. You go off on massive tangents.
But that's how my mind works. Also, I'm running very low on sleep right now, so my mind is even worse than it normally is.
Which is why I'm giving you more caffeine.
Thank you. Yeah, that's how I've been surviving.
Wait, do you drink coffee?
No, I do not. Probably should.
I mean, no.
Yeah,
It's not good for you.
I mean, like, diuretic is not good for you.
Yeah.
Mild. Special attack up. That's good. Defense down. Yeah, that's fine, actually.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, broke up with my girlfriend
You've
during
said
the
that
time.
like 5 times.
Yeah,
now.
I'm trying to move on from it, but my mind's stuck on that part, because it has been for a while.
I mean,
Then a woman at my work asked me out, turned her down. The first
like
thing,
a big boy.
the first thing she said to me after that. No, you know what? I won't reveal that.
Oh,
to the
that's a
world.
shame.
I'll tell you after recording's done.
Alright, fair enough. And then I will reveal it to the world.
It's a good story, but I'm not gonna. She's not at work anymore. She quit afterwards.
Interesting.
Which is kind of awkward. Although I felt like she wanted to get out anyway, so I think.
I mean, fair enough.
Getting with me was a probably last ditch effort.
Who wants to work?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I right, guys?
Yeah, who wants money anyway?
Yeah.
Just make
I
YouTube
mean-
channels instead.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild. Oh, my therapist. I no longer go to therapy because my therapist crushed on me.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild.
Sorry.
What?
What?
What do you want to know?
Yeah, everything. I feel like there's a story here.
Yeah, there is. My therapist is well, she was past tense. She was a therapist in training, so she was like a.
Okay.
She was 21. She had to
Some
report.
guys have all the fucking luck.
It's not lucky, I promise you.
Oh, that sounds lucky to
she
me.
Was, you're into women for the wrong reasons, actually. She was.
Hey man, I know what I like and I like what I see.
I see. Yeah, nice one. She had to report on everything she did back to an actual therapist, to make sure what she was doing was correct.
Yeah.
She's actually not a bad therapist, apart from the fact that she'd fell in love with one of her clients.
No, I've seen How I Met Your Mother. I know how that goes down.
I've never seen that, but I've heard stories.
I'll show you the
Apparently, the
episode.
ending's awful.
Yeah. It's alright.
Yeah, she. Well, actually, she didn't make the move. I realised that she was subtly hinting at the fact that she was into me.
Oh god.
It was not very subtle. Now thinking back on it now, but she's my therapist. So I was like, surely that's not going to happen.
Yes.
Obviously, she's my therapist.
Mhm.
We have a business relationship of me being the person who pays her, so I can talk to her about how bad my life is.
It's not the only thing you pay for.
Exactly. Anyway, prostitution on the streets.
Yay!
Y'all ever heard of Amsterdam?
Oh, no.
What was I going to say? Yeah, then she. I called an second emergency session I've ever called with her,
Alright.
and said, "Hey, it seems like you're into me. Can we not do that? Because I'm really not into you."
You're into me, can we smash?
I don't remember exactly what she said. If I scroll back through a conversation in a group chat I had, I'll probably be able to find it because it was instantly afterwards, so I've written them all down.
I see.
But essentially, I just turned her down, and then she texted me and I said I'm not going to tell your boss that you did this, so
No,
you can still be a therapist, which she was quite thankful for, obviously. But then she texted me like half an hour later, was like, yeah, I've told my boss and I'm quitting being a therapist. I was like, what? I told you.
Mojo, you're ruining lives over here.
Left, right, and centre. You know, I told you didn't have to do that, but like, okay, good for you. I think that was mainly an attempt for me to get to talk to her again because she wanted to like say, I quit my job for you. I was like, whoa, that's not.
Are you saying that you won't now go for that?
That ain't me, brother. That ain't about me. Although to be fair, like, I mean, she did fail. Ultimately, she was a therapist and she fell in love with one of her clients. I must say, it was weirdly affirming to know that she's in love with me, despite
weirdly
all
affirming.
I mean, yeah, because like all she hears about me every time I go is about the worst parts about me. So like, it was bizarrely comforting to be like, oh, you still like me despite the fact that I'm literally just telling you every week about how awful a person I am.
You're quite hard on yourself.
You know, I love to be a pessimist.
Of course.
Still drinking this tea, by the way. Good tea.
How are you still drinking that?
I like tea. I like to savour my tea.
Mine was literally just hot water, and I finished like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, my heat receptors.
You're probably going to dislike me. There's one more conversation about women that goes on in this wild month that I've had.
It's a wild time. Oh wait, did we have 2 Pokemon? When did this happen? No, we
have
don't.
one. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
sorry, it's the thing on the screen there.
Oh yeah, top right.
We might lose this one.
How are we losing?
Because he's got a fucking Snivy.
Yeah, but you're 3 levels above him.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Well, he's been vine whipping me. You see,
You can survive one more if he doesn't crit.
It does quite a hefty amount of damage. Problem is, we're out of potions and we don't
So
have
he's got another Pokemon after this, hasn't he?
He does. Oh,
Oh.
fuck off!
If he doesn't
Plus,
crit...
he gets
Oh, yeah.
what's it called? Overgrowth.
Yeah.
Hidden ability. Haha, Pokemon nerds alert.
I went to a wedding 2 weeks ago of a sort of close friend. Used to be a close friend. They used to live in Durham like 3 years ago, and then they moved down to London. And so we were going down to London to see my grandparents because my granddad's not the greatest of health situations anyway.
I see.
Sort of like a maybe potential last time I see him sort of.
Oh no.
Moment. Yeah, not to devalue the relationship I have with him, but I've only ever seen him like 4 times in my life, so I can't really say I feel that close to him.
Yeah. I lost my 2 over the past 2 years.
Sorry about
It's fine. That's life, you know.
It's how life works.
More importantly, I just realised we didn't go to that Pokemon Center, so we've got to walk through the route again.
Oh, nice one. We were going out to see them, and we, obviously because we timed it with the wedding that we were having in London. So we went to go to this wedding. It was more about my parents seeing the bride's parents because they're very, very close,
right.
Like best friends kind of level of close in terms of like 50. How 50-year-olds have friends? That's how it works.
Yeah. People have friends.
I don't know how people have friends when they're older. It's just
how
like too
people
much
have
work,
friends
to be
in
honest.
general.
Yeah, full stop. Yeah. Who are you anyway?
We just met each other.
we have a work relationship. But I am, well, a bit too close to the bride's younger sister.
Christ, Mojo, you're ruining lives.
Right, okay, you know what? This is just a culmination of an absolutely bizarre month I've had of just women throwing themselves at me. You know
and
how
you're rejecting all of them.
Yeah, I rejected all of them.
Fucking
idiot. You know how hard it is for me to not to reject them. It was very easy to reject them.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, like, if my therapist had asked me out when I wasn't in a depressive state about just losing my girlfriend, I probably would have gone out with her.
Oh, good man.
Maybe. I don't know, it's a bit weird that she was my therapist.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not denying that for a second.
It's like,
still,
like, you know everything about me, it's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, that's like early dating.
Well, no, it's not, because all she knows is the word. You know what, anyway.
Am I wrong?
I knew the bride's sister very well, and so we were at the reception. And it's the wedding breakfast, the first time the couple ever have food together.
Yeah.
And it came to the time of the speeches. Just before the speeches, the bride's sister, because it's the two families sit at the head table.
Yeah, of course.
So the bride's sister had dragged me up That's also normal wedding. The bride's sister dragged me up to
Everyone
go sit at the head's
gets
table. I was the only person there who wasn't related to the bride or groom. But I was sitting next to the bride's sister. I should have seen the warning signs very early on.
Why do you call these warning signs?
They were warning signs!
Not a warning sign!
So the, you know...
It is a sign from God.
classic wedding scenario. The husband of the bride does a speech.
Yes.
Sorry, husband? I mean, that is true. Father of the bride does a speech.
Best man.
Yeah. So it was the father of the bride's speech, and then he passed the mic over, and it passed over the bride's sister, and she grabbed the mic and said, "Can you hand me this selfish on your sister's wedding day? It's your sister's biggest day." And she grabbed the mic. I said, "I love Mojo," and then stood me up and kissed me. It was 33 seconds. I counted. She was kissing me for 33 seconds. Yeah, I have some good stories to tell. I don't know what to tell you. What's this episode going to be called? Mojo's Harem or something?
We'll call it Tales from the Crypt.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So why the fuck were you counting?
Because it was 33 seconds.
Your priorities are so fucked.
I was. Okay, you know what? I'll paint a scene for you.
All right, paint me a pretty
we
picture.
We were in this open plan sort of reception, where the floor was just this one straight floor. There's nothing else. It was this like fancy ballroom, you know, classic, you know, lights and things being strung from the wall because it's a wedding. It said, "Well done, you two." I'm not going to name their names.
Yes. You're going into way too much detail here.
Yeah. Well, I'm painting a scene for you.
Okay.
Multicolored lights on the walls. It was sort of a brick walling.
Mojo, I'm a film guy, not a book guy.
Okay, fine.
Let's cut down
on the grass. It's a windy day.
This isn't.
The autumn leaves flew by.
This isn't the Lord of the Rings books. This is the Lord of the Rings films. Let's pick up the pace a bit.
Sorry, yeah.
Miss out
Mr.
Tom
Frodo. Thank you. That was my Samwise Gamgee impression.
Wow, 10 out of 10.
Next, I will do my Boromir and impression. Thank you. That was the joke. He's dead. Spoiler for you lads out there who haven't seen or read Lord of the Rings. If you haven't seen, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah.
Even he's seen Lord of the Rings.
Even I've seen. My sister's doing a dissertation on Lord of the Rings. Actually.
Oh yeah, I remember her saying that.
She's studying it through the Silmarillion and the letters from J.R.R. Tolkien, and she's really enjoying it.
Aye.
Oh, anyway, story. What was I saying?
Something about a wedding.
Yes,
you were painting
anyway,
a picture. A very vivid picture.
There were 17 tables laid out. There were 4 pillars in the middle of the room. When I said it was open plan, I lied. There's 4 pillars in the middle of the room. It's like, here's the square. Everyone else can see this. There's 4 pillars here.
I hope
head table is here. So if you're facing it head on, it's like the bride's family's on the left and the groom's family's on the right. And obviously the bride and groom are in the middle. That's how it works. And as is custom with most families, the one of the bridesmaids was her sister.
Yeah.
Because it's just normal to have friends within your family. I hope so anyway.
You go on such massive.
Oh, I'm painting a scene for you.
You don't need to paint it this vividly.
So we had food there. We had a really nice dinner there. Their family's very rich, by the way.
Every girl you know is very rich.
You know what? Andrea, the bride's...
You're a fucking gold digger.
The bride's... It's true, I'm a male gold digger. The bride's father, who's the one that our family knows very well, is one of the world-leading architects.
Jesus Christ.
He's created Tokyo's biggest airport, along with some of the biggest architectural scenes in America ever made. What is this name, Andrew? What is this?
Don't worry, we're not adding him to the team.
Jesus
I'm just
Christ.
doing it for lols.
Oh, it's the pansier, yeah. Yeah. So just after the food was done, the bride's sister came over, and I have a pretty rocky past with her. I've known her for 15 years.
Pretty crazy past.
Yeah, pretty crazy past. Sort of almost dated for a while. Didn't really. Just really close friends for a while. Just friends,
friends
in
with
inverted commas.
benefits.
Yeah. She was really good friends with my sister, so that made the relationship really awkward.
I see.
She's 19. Anyway, she came over to talk to our table because they were doing the general rounds they do. Yeah. And she came over to me and was like, "Why don't you come sit at the head table?" I was like, "Okay." Question mark. What are you planning here? She was rather drunk at the time. You should probably tell. Yeah. She smelled a lot like wine.
I would have been very concerned if it was
tasted
anything
like
else.
Wine.
I mean, already concerned.
I got a pretty deep taste of what her lips tasted like, actually.
Alright, calm down.
I mean, it's true. 33 seconds. You have a lot of time. So, okay, so the worst part about it, she stood me up and kissed me, right?
Okay, you're an idiot for counting. But
why?
Go on.
Okay, she stood me up and kissed me, and the mic was in her hand, so literally everyone was watching. And it's the head table anyway, so everyone's watching the head table anyway, because the tables are situated to face towards it. So it's just me and the bride's sister, and no one knows who I am apart from my family. And it's just the worst time of my life, because it's like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to use tongue? Am I supposed to retreat? What do I do now? Okay. Do I leave? So I instantly left the room afterwards, which was really awkward, but it was the only thing I could do. It was like, the only thing I can do in this scenario is get out of here.
Disappointing. Okay, answer question. She's drunk. Always tongue. You stay in the room and milk it for all the time.
I was submissively tongued in that scenario.
My heart bleeds for you.
In that she'd force it. Anyway, you know what?
Moving on.
And then I left straight after that. I went up to her. I was like, I'm actually really not interested in you. I'm sorry. I've just had a pretty rough heartbreak. Sorry about that. Wouldn't have dated her anyway, because known her for 15 years. She's not that great a person. Obviously, she stood me up in front of her sister's wedding and kissed me to steal the spotlight. Apparently, I missed a really good groom speech, which I'm kind of sad about. He apparently mentioned Pokemon in the speech. I don't know how or where he got Pokemon in the speech.
I don't know how I can say this in any more ways, but your priorities are so fucked.
I was not interested in that woman at all.
God.
Especially if she stood me up. You know what? She pisses me off thinking about it.
You talked to her since?
No. I've not talked to her. She's tried to talk to me.
Of course. Can't keep her hands off that Mojo ass.
Oh, yeah. You know how it is.
I know how it is. That sounds like a fun old time you've had.
It's so annoying as well, because I was like, maybe I would have dated her if she lives closer. I hate long distance relationships.
Yeah,
I've experienced it myself.
Never do it. Never do it.
Yeah, I had one enough to experience it. Never want to do it again. But like even then, past wise, not great. Therapist. Yeah, it's pretty much speaks for itself. She's my therapist. Person at work, pretty much the worst person I've ever met in my life.
Including me?
Has the worst personality of anyone I've ever met. You are not a bad person, Andrew.
Aww,
she is a bad person. I don't know. Even if I hadn't just come out of a heartbreak, maybe.
For all y'all out there who want to play a drinking game, take a shot every time Mojo says a girlfriend, heartbreak, or...
This episode, maybe dead.
Or Pokemon. Yeah, there we go.
Although, one situation that really did help, my parents are currently... it's really funny, it's actually hilarious, this recent undergoing of tasks. My parents have recently undergone the belief that I'm gay. Obviously, as every good Christian parent does.
Yeah, I see where this is going.
It came with a few things sort of culminating at the same time. Discord group I'm on of some of our close friends. They recently discovered porn bots, which are really funny.
Oh no.
Especially the gay porn bots.
Yes.
So my mum walked in on me whilst they were spamming gay porn.
Do you not close your door?
I do.
Do you not put a chair against your door?
I know.
Why?
But the screen was facing... You can keep going. We'll have a longer episode. I need to talk about this anyway. I need to get this off my chest.
Right. We'll do the gym then.
I feel like we haven't talked about Pokemon at all, but that's fine with me.
I mean, yeah. When do we ever? Let's be honest.
My mum saw gay porn. Obviously, it's porn, so my mum was terrified. She thought I was an awful non-Christian boy. That took a while to guess.
Wait, is your computer like facing? Oh, it's a laptop.
Facing the screen. Yeah.
Oh, facing the door. Okay.
Facing the door. It was I'm so stupid sometimes.
Yes, agreed.
I have now bought headphones with a mic, so they can't hear what people are saying.
Good.
They could that time, and B, face the screen away from the door. So
as you should have done as soon as you got.
However,
the computer.
I am not allowed to close the door because my mum doesn't allow me to do that. I'm an 18-year-old adult. I'm not allowed to do that. Thanks, Mum.
Mojo can't close your door.
Great parent.
Just buy a new door, get a lock installed.
Yeah, I'm genuinely thinking about going to like B&Q or something, just buying some locks.
Yeah. I'll go with you.
Oh, thanks, man.
We'll go to IKEA.
My mum would kill me if I installed locks. Can you imagine my mum? Anyway,
I'll distract her.
that, and I made my screen lock background. It's actually still the same thing. A picture of our good friend Fletcher.
Oh, that's hot.
Um,
and she thinks you're gay because of that picture. Interesting.
And because I've been increasingly talking to friends more online, because like want to spend less time with parents, not because I dislike them, although that is a reason, but because obviously it's more fun to be online, obviously.
Of course.
So they thought increased amount of calling online with male friends, background, gay porn. There's only one.
It just speaks for
itself. There's only one situation in which this can all be true. You must be gay. So they approached me about this, and they got really upset. Because obviously Christian parents, how have we raised a gay boy?
Mojo, we need to have a talk.
So I managed to talk after about a week of being shunned by my mum.
Of course.
It was hilarious. She thought I was gay. She didn't talk to me. She didn't deal with it at all. It was both the funniest thing in the world and also the most annoying thing in the world because she wouldn't talk to me. She would blindside me every time I came to a room and tried to talk to her. It was great. It was actually one of the most peaceful weeks I've ever had.
Oh no.
But I didn't tell her about my girlfriend because obviously,
of course not.
How do I explain my disappearances to her house?
Fair point.
I used you quite a lot. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no.
My mum may ask you at some point why I was having sleepovers at yours.
Yeah, no, I've had this before. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I know how to play the game.
But yeah, but then my parents were at this wedding, so it really helped the fact that
of course.
I was stood up and kissed. Although it didn't help the fact that I then turned her down afterwards. I think they were a little bit into the fact that I may be getting a girlfriend.
Yeah.
They've been wondering about me having a girlfriend for years.
What?
Because they think the last girlfriend I had was in year 7. Which is 7 years ago now. So they think I've been pretty down on it. When in fact, you know what? Apparently this is the episode. We're talking about my love life. Because it's a mess of a one. Year 7, I dated Olivia.
Are we just going through your entire backstory? Interesting.
Yeah. Well, if we want to go through my full backstory,
yeah, why not?
I have a childhood friend called Noelle.
Okay.
Who I've known since I was 4.
Oh.
We dated until I was like 6. Just very background dating. Because we're children. It's like, haha, wow, we spend a bit more time together and we hold hands sometimes. That's crazy.
Did you not fuck her right there?
Yikes.
Because if not, what a waste. Sorry. What a waste.
I missed out on a great opportunity there. I definitely knew what sex was.
She doesn't deserve you.
Then she moved to Texas. She stayed in contact with me every day until year 9.
Every day?
Yeah, every day till year 9.
It's impressive.
I dated Olivia. One of the main reasons I did was because I was like, I've got a girlfriend now. which sounds like I dated this woman solely for the purpose of getting another girl off my back, which sounds like I'm much more player than I was. It was more because I was.
Why does anyone get a girlfriend?
Not to get another girl off your back.
You're just naive.
Year 8, nothing really happened. I turned down Alice in year 8. That was kind of awkward. Yeah.
Let's just mute that name. Sure.
Year 9, I turned down Caitlin.
I think he dodged a bullet there.
I really did. The more I look back on it, the more I think, wow, I'm lucky.
I kind of hate them with a burning passion.
They're gonna get married soon. I can feel it. I could feel it in my balls.
Please do not send me an invitation.
They're going to. They probably won't actually, knowing them.
God, I hope.
I think they despise us actually.
That makes me very happy.
I've tried my hardest.
Yeah.
Year 10, I dated Holly.
Mm-hmm.
Late year 10 to like mid year 11, I dated Holly. That was my long distance relationship for like almost a year. She was in Oxford. It was a nightmare. Our only contact is calling. That's great. Went to go see her.
Yeah, that would drive me insane.
I went to go see her once in our entire relationship because I was a child, so I didn't have any money, and B, I didn't have any time because I was at school all the time.
The
last Pokemon tune. Anyway, year 12 and 13, I was kind of bizarrely sort of crushing on 3 different women at the same time. We won't really get into that.
No, we need to get into
No.
Mojo.
No.
Mojo, you've opened every possible door in this episode.
Year 13 missed some very obvious signs from the same Alice. Very obvious signs. We'll talk about that later. And then this gap year, I dated Anna for about 3 weeks.
I don't think you've ever told me her name before.
Oh yeah, sorry. There you go, as her name. And then she went to California, and then I got hit up by these 3 girls.
It's a wild ride.
I get so much pussy, Andrew. It's actually kind of unbelievable that I only just lost my virginity.
So, we're going to call this episode Mojo Flexes, Mojo's Sex Life, or Tales from the Crypt.
Mojo Flexes and Sexes. That's
yes, there we go. There we go.
It's been a lot about me, you know? It's all got to be about me, you know, obviously.
Of course.
Everything's about me. Oh, I love that case.
It's
we haven't played this game at all, have we?
No.
Oh, you know, that's how this game works.
In case you didn't know, we're playing Pokemon. I don't think we actually said this.
I don't think we have. Here we are, end of episode 2, saying we're playing Pokemon White.
Beat the first gym.
Yeah.
We'll end off the episode here, I think.
Yeah. If you want to hear more about my love life, come back tomorrow. How often do we upload these? You know, it's an enigma to me as well.
I don't know.
It's Fennel, my favourite.
My favourite NPC.
I don't remember who she is at all.
I'm so invested in this character.
She's the one who gives you the dream stuff, isn't she? I guess we'll have to deal with the cutscene now. Then.
Yeah.
You know what? Anyway, gaming. Gaming. Yeah, gaming.
You know what?
I'll regale you with the story of me being very dense around Alice next episode, because it's quite a story to tell.
I look forward to that.
Alright. I do feel kind of bad for her.
Alright, do you want me to say the same ending as last time?
No.
Right.
Originality in the endings.
Okay.
We gotta
I'll let you take this one then. Wow. This is good. This is grade A content. Grade A and A.
You know what, Andrew? Take it away. Goodbye. Bye-bye.